So this video is going to be about long division using chunking, and that just means chunking up the amounts that I'm going to use, understanding that repeated subtraction is the same as division. It's just finding groups that I want to use. So this is 4,829 divided by 15. So I'm going to use my understanding of different multiples to help me repeatedly subtract until I get the groups that I want. So the numbers that I pick, I just have to make sure that I don't make the size that I'm going to subtract larger than the original number or the number that I want to subtract. So I'm going to start by subtracting 1,500. And the reason that I've picked that number is I know that 15 times by 100 equals 1,500. So that's a really easy number for me to be able to think about and subtract. So 9 subtract 0 is 9, 20 subtract 0 is 20, 800 subtract 500 is 300, 4,000 subtract 1,000 is 3,000. So I still have this amount to make groups from. So I'm going to choose to subtract another 1,500. Now, if I wanted to and I felt confident, I could actually use my understanding of times tables and my knowledge of this to take away a bigger chunk. So actually, instead of taking away 1,500, I'm going to understand that 15 times by 2 is 30, times that by 100 is 3,000. So I'm going to subtract 3,000 because that is 15 times by 200. And I'm keeping track of it at this side just to help myself. I then subtract that number. 9 subtract 0 is 9, 20 subtract 0 is 20, 300 subtract 0 is 300, and 3,000 subtract 3,000 is 0. So now I've got 329. Well, I knew that 15 times 200 took away 3,000, made that size of group. So now I'm going to take that knowledge and subtract 300 because actually 15 times 20 is 300, and I've used my understanding from my place value and my multiples over here. So now I can subtract that 300. 9 subtract 0 is 9. 20 subtract 0 is 20, and 300 subtract 300 is 0. Now I've got 29 left. So I can get one group of 15 from there. So 15 multiplied by 1, subtract that 15, and I'm left with 9 subtract 5 is 4, 20 subtract 10 is 10. So I have a remainder of 14. I can't make a group of 15, which is how I know this is a remainder. Now, to get my final answer, I need to add up how many groups I made. 100, add the 200, add the 20, add the 1. So 100, add the 200 is 300, add 20 is 320, add the 1 is 321, with a remainder, that's what's left over, of 14 out of a possible 15 that I was trying to make. So 321 with a remainder of 14 out of a possible group that I was trying to make of 15. And that is an example of how we can do long division with chunking.